A based group that supports businesses owned by Black women. A federal judge says the Fearless Fund is discriminatory in nature, suspending its grant program. Atlanta News First, Bridget Spencer has the reaction from both sides tonight.
The Atlanta-based Fearless Fund says its mission is to bridge the gap in funding for Black women. Well, they're being challenged in court, and today a judge ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The venture capital firm awards $20,000 grants to qualifying Black women-owned businesses. It was challenged in court last year by the American Alliance for Equal Rights. Fearless Fund founder Arian Simone commented on the litigation last fall.
We have deployed over $26 million to women of color, and we will continue to deploy millions of dollars to women of color.
Monday, a federal judge suspended the firm's grant program, claiming it was discriminatory.
We are not trying to discriminate. We're trying to correct historic discrimination.
No, I don't think the Fearless Fund can be discriminatory because the very spirit of that law was to give rights to everyone similar to white citizens is actually in the law.
Attorney and Georgia NAACP President Gerald Griggs was disappointed by the ruling, but not surprised.
Shocking, considering that, the 1866 law that he's citing was for the purpose of building equity and equality for all people, specifically the previously enslaved individuals.
The American Alliance for Equal Rights sent a statement that said, in part, quote, programs that exclude certain individuals because of their race, such as the ones the Fearless Fund has designed and implemented, are unjust and polarizing. The Fearless Fund says they are remaining open and they will not give up fighting to fund Black women-owned businesses. In Atlanta, Bridget Spencer, Atlanta News First.